Hello, 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 beautiful creatures of the world. Welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. I got my sage burning in the background, so if you see smoke that wafts through here, it's the sage. I got a to-go today. Special. He took off this morning to do his business, and he brought me back a to-go and went for his morning business. He's coming back. He's gonna pick me up, and we're gonna do the rest of our yesterday. I'm gonna finish yesterday today. We went out yesterday. We did Friday nights, Thursday nights, Saturday nights, whatever night we so choose. We like to go out dinner in the market. When we were young, used to be dinner and a movie, but now we're old, so it's dinner in a market. It's for us, the dinner part is the reconnection part, because during the day it's crazy around here. There's people coming, there's people going. You go to sit down to dinner, chicken's knocking at the door. You got to go out to the barn. You hear something out back. The dog's got to go out. You're cooking dinner. Somebody spills something. You got to clean that up. Kittens are climbing up curtains, and they're nattering, and you're trying to listen and understand what's going on, and it's not working. So we like at least one time a week we go out to dinner, and it's him and I, and we sit there and we do the reconnection thing, and we all get all into each other again. And I can hear every word he says, and he can hear every word I say, and we can we do our idea exchange there, and we we try to leave business at home. Try to leave the business talk at home. And it's just us. We've been together. We've known each other for 40 years. I'm 51. Do your own math. He lived downstairs as a kid. I lived upstairs as a kid. I was a tomboy. And then I got cute. And then he hit me up, and we had some babies and got married. And that's our story. So we've been married for 30 years. We'll be married 31 years in April. So, we still treat the relationship like it's new, There's always new and exciting things that we try to learn about each other, because over the years, our tastes have changed. Our point of views have changed. We've grown up together, and just because we've grown up together doesn't mean that we hold the same views about everything, and makes life exciting. So we try to reconnect, and we try to do that date night thing, and just be about us. So we did dinner. But we didn't do the market because it started snowing when we left. And we did have a good dinner. I won't say where we went. My wine wasn't that great there. I had a glass of Merlot, and it was a little rough. But the rest of the meal, the dessert, everything was fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And we do like to do local businesses. I don't go to chain restaurants. I try not to. But if you want a really good Merlot, go to the Irish Setter Pub. They have the best Merlot. And I only have one glass anyways. Friday night, and I deserve it after a hard week on the homestead. And I did have him stop at the Buck and a Quarter store so that I could get the ingredients to do our little project that I'm going to do online, and that'll be coming up. Anyways, on the drive home with the little snowflakes, and I just nighttime black ice, not happy. So I opted to come home, and I was thinking, I'm lucky because we've always been self-employed, so I've always had a pantry. So I'm one of these people where I don't have to go shopping for a while. Now, this ain't, people ask me all the time, Kerri, pantry equating to prepping. Not really. It's just being prepared, first of all. And secondarily, when you're self-employed and you have 3 children, the last thing you want to start doing, you got your good times, good to not so good times. Life has a lot of ups and downs when you're self-employed. And last thing you want to do is run out of something on a downturn of self-employment. So, yeah, especially with children. We've all been there. We've had the good times. We've had the bad times. You're either living like $1 million, or you're living in the gutter sometimes when you're self-employed. That's just how it works. Money's finite. So we have a pantry. We always did. We've lived in Maine for a long, 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 long time. I think it's about 22 years all total now. And the winters are hard. Blizzards come. The roads don't get cleared. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it's a couple days before you can get to the market. Can you get on? Most everybody, especially this far up in northern Maine, everybody is pretty much pantryed out. But another question I get is, what do you put in your pantries? From people who are just starting to pantry. A couple of the hurricanes down south were pretty devastating to even people I knew, when they called me up and they're like, listen, we weren't really prepared. What do I put in a pantry? And while I'm not telling you how to build a pantry, my advice to pantry building, I have two things that I always say. First of all, buy what you cook all the time. If you don't eat Spam, do not put Spam in your pantry, people. You're just not going to be happy with it. Buy what you eat. Do not buy the Chef Boyardee if you don't eat the Chef Boyardee. First of all, it's going to get pushed off and pushed off and pushed off, and it's going to be the last thing you want to eat. It's going to get pushed behind and behind of everything because nobody in the household likes it. And it's going to be forgotten about. And then, you're going to look at your dates and you do all that jazz. And it's going to be wasted money. And, people can't afford to waste money, especially nowadays. So buy what you normally cook. Buy what you know. You know how to cook green beans. You know how to cook baked beans. You like canned ham. Get some canned chicken because chicken salad's good. Tuna fish is great. Things like that. Things that your family normally eats. Get yourself some canned fruits. Get yourself some cake mixes. Get yourself some store-bought frosting, stuff like that. Just because you want to be able to have, especially if you cook with wood. Sometimes it's just a matter of the storm that, you got gas or whatever. The storm just doesn't knock your utilities out. You just can't get anywhere. So your fully functioning stoves are working, your ovens are working, and you can bake something happy for your family. Get yourself a little bit of flour, a little bit of sugar, get yourself a cookbook if you don't know how to cook. That's my first advice to anybody. Get a cookbook if you don't know how to cook. And get your ingredients and just stick it in your pantry. For us, I put hot chocolate in my pantry. He likes little chocolate squares from Ghirardelli. I get them, because there are times where we're just sitting here, we're kicking our feet up by the wood stove, and you want a little bit of something sweet, but there's you don't want a cake, and you don't want to get up and make something, so just pass them a chocolate and, hey baby, here's your chocolate. And it satisfies, and let it snow. Let it snow. And you'll be all right. Get some juices in your pantry if you have kids. When I pantry, my pantry, I put special things for the grandbabies in because Mima likes to spoil. And when we're all around on a snowy night or the kids are spending the night, surprise, Mima has goodies. And that's always good to put in your pantry, especially if it is a weather event that keeps you from going somewhere. Sickness can keep you from going to the market. If you have a pantry, you don't have to worry. Put some soups in your pantry. Now, the other thing is, how do you start a pantry if you haven't started? People are like, oh my God, I got to spend like 5 paychecks on a pantry. Don't do that. Just when you go to the market, very, very simple. When you go to the market, put an extra can of something in your cart. You like corn, buy 2. Whatever your budget can afford, put an extra can and put 2 extra cans in if you can. Some people can do that. Like I said, we've had pantries forever. For 30 years, we've had pantry. So we don't spend. We're at the point where we don't spend paychecks on a pantry. We're not. We're just prepared. I know that's kind of a dirty word everywhere, but in light of financial times, in light of what's going on in the world, in light of what happened through 2020, we got through fine. We got through our whole bout 21 days with COVID. Nobody went to the store. Nobody went to the store for 21 days. Nobody brought stuff into us. So there you have it. What's in your pantry? Build a pantry. Have some extra things on hand. Put your favorites in. And wait whatever weather conditions out that you need to wait out. And that's my advice for building a pantry. I'd like to hear what's in your pantry. So maybe you want to drop a few ideas in the comment section so that people can get an idea. If you have any questions about building a pantry, put your question in the comment section. Put the word question in front of what you have to ask so that we know that it's a question and we will get to you right off and answer it. And if anybody does ask a question in the comment section and somebody's scrolling through, anybody part of this community, just help them out, answer the question, and it'll be very much appreciated. I would like to take a minute and thank my total 6 subscribers. We're getting there. This channel isn't even a week old and I've got 6 subscribers, and on all my videos, my analytics show that I think I have like 70 some odd watches on all my videos combined. So I want to thank you guys. And if you can just do me one big favor just to boost us up, because we are this is a new channel. And this is something I've wanted to do for a long, long time. And if I can ask you guys to do me a huge favor, because, you know, these channels run on algorithms and the algorithms don't really pick up new channels. So can we smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell? And I do a lot of shorts, in our shorts, we've decided production team, which is very informal. It's just anybody, a friend's family that have an opinion, me, himself, kids. My shorts are bloopers. So you can go and have a good laugh. We take these segments apart. I do not edit my videos. What you see is what you get. This is basically a recorded live. But we go through the whole segment and we pick it apart and we put the funny parts together, the facial expressions, the eye rolls, the whole, you know, the whole 9 yards. When the animals get unruly, somebody walks through, you're gonna see it all in the bloopers. My frustration. It's just life. It's just life. I want to show life on a working homestead, and I want to put out some creativity and some beauty in the world. And, you know, in light of the times that the world is heading into, I think it's great to put out some kindness and some happiness. And maybe, you know, maybe you're running your own homestead and you can have a good laugh at what we're doing. We've been homesteading for 10 years, so things still surprise us. So, beautiful creatures of the world, remember to carpe diem, because nobody promised you tomorrow. Ciao, guys.